Listen, it's been a minute. It's been quite a minute. Don't look at me, baby. I look a fool. I'm leaving the doctor. I had to pop in. You know I did. You know y'all sent me the video. I had to pop in. It had to be done. Uh-oh. Stay with it now. Kimberly is back. What did I say? January, December is Kimberly's time to cut up. And what did she do this January? She cut up. It's just what she's gonna do. So Miss Thing was closing out a sermon, and I won't be before you long. I won't. Miss Thing was closing out a sermon, and she was singing, "Thank you, Lord," doing all of what she does. All of what she does. I'm never gonna take her vocals from her. Never. But she was carrying on, and she was closing out her sermon, and somebody wanted to sing with her. And she starts singing, "Thank you, Lord," and all that, da. And she says, "Lift your hands." So you want participation. You want the girls engaged in your carrying ons. You want that because you've asked them to lift their hands. So you want. And then she continues to, do her little singing, and Man with the Mask was singing along. Now, Man with the Mask continued to sing because I know you're not talking to me, talking about some be quiet. I'm singing along. God is working through me. God can't work through you. Why she sing too? God got to work through you by yourself. It can't be twin now. It's just Kim. God is working through you, but he can't work through you with somebody else working too. Is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm asking. I'm not understanding. Ooh. It's a man on a bike, and it looked like he eating a short rib. But that's not what we're here to discuss. I'm trying to understand why you tell the girls, lift your hands. So you want them engaged. You sing, they sing, and you say, no, this is a solo. God is working through me. I'm trying to figure out why he can't do that. Because if you're in the spirit, if you're fully engaged in the spirit, now mind you, I've grown up in the church. I grew up in the Kojic church with Kim Burrell. I didn't grow up with Kim Burrell because she's seasoned. And I'm young, and cunty. But I'm just not understanding why, if you're in the spirit and if God is working through you, why you are being distracted by somebody singing along with you. I'm not understanding. So you're not fully in the spirit if you worried about what notes Miss Girl in the Mask is singing. So Miss Girl in the Mask continues to sing along, and she says, I'm singing along now. And it's like, girl, maybe that lady wanted to thank the Lord as well. You're not the only one with a thank you in your heart. And then she says, "Ma'am in the mask, let the mask work for you." I didn't like it. I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna be honest and tell you, I didn't like it. And then she continues on with her singing and her carrying on, whatever. Y'all sent me the videos, yada, yada, yada. I went to look it up today, and I found that she had done a narrative about it. She says, well, this is the narrative. And then she goes on to tell exactly what happened. Like, girl, we saw the video, so why is you just repeating the video? That's stupid. But she goes on to say, yes, I'm singing, and the lady is singing, and when you're in the spirit, and then she goes on to say, like, I have the power of prophecy is something that she states. And I'm like, well, why you can't never prophesy when you about to go viral for some dumb why you can't, why is that prophecy never here for you? Why does that prophecy never come to you and tell you maybe you shouldn't be doing all that you're doing because you're going to go viral again unless you want that? Maybe she wants to go viral again. It's plausible. Maybe her and her $1,800 boots and her for you to you as a man to have another man put his penis in your mouth. That's a perversion. All of that you be doing, all this shock factor stuff you be doing. Maybe you want attention, and that's okay. It's the way you're going about it that's not okay. But you can just say, I want attention. I say it all the time. But yeah, you ask them to engage with you. You tell them to lift your hands. You're singing to them, and you want them to be involved in worship. You don't want to preach to a bunch of people who are just sitting there looking at you. You don't want to sing to a crowd that's just sitting there dead looking at you. You don't want that. But then when they engage, you mad, and the Lord mad too, because he working through you, and that he can't work through you because she's singing. I don't think that's what happened. I don't personally. But then she goes on and tells her little narrative and says she's got the power of prophecy. It didn't. I'm trying to figure out why the prophecy never prophesies to you. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. I'm not understanding. And basically that was the whole to-do. She says, well, y'all didn't see what happened after the video ended. I brought her up there and she danced. Okay. That really doesn't negate you carrying on the way you did. Her dancing, her shouting, her praising the Lord and claiming the victory doesn't negate your mess. But okay. Another thing that bothered me, and I will be leaving you. I will be. Another thing that bothered me was her talking about, yes, with in the apology video, or not apology, but explanation, narrative, whatever you want to call it, with the numbers of COVID going back up. You should do what I told her to do and let that mask work for you. It's tired. It's so tired. It's so tired. Happy Burrell starting mess month. That's all. Happy Burrell starting mess month. Hopefully I will return to you, soon to give you an update on my life and a semi-explanation of where I've been and why I've been gone. I really don't owe you an explanation because I'm grown, but out of courtesy, out of love and respect and adoration, is you gonna hit my car? I ain't like that. I'll hit y'all back, eventually. Eventually. I'm watching a show that I might be reviewing soon, so we'll talk. But I did have to pop in and talk about, 'tis the season of Kimberly. So I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna hang up before I do that. And I will holler at y'all eventually, child. Peace.